scaling, then that's alright. How many people in these here?
Yeah, as long as you clarify, bro, I'm not gonna rat on you, so you go with me.
Okay, now that I've heard both premises and you two are going to start scaling, I'm going to mute up and I'll be listening.
Yeah, just give me a second.
What character gonna do against my passive existence duration?
He's just gonna passively take control of your character, so you can't existence erasure him. You want me to like elaborate why?
Prep
Justine?
time. Hold up, you're saying he would have prep time. He would go into the past.
Wait, hello? Can you? Wait, that's not what I said. Did
You're
like?
saying he goes into the past, right?
That's not what I said. I said passive. Can y'all hear me correctly? Hello? Like, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Okay, did I not just say like he passively takes control of him?
I heard passively takes control, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I said he passively takes control of your character.
Existence erasure not counted that. Why would that not be a valid counter?
Yeah, because if
Like,
he takes it, yeah, I'm gonna explain to you why. If he takes control of something that resembles symbiosis, like things mutually helping each other, like you mutually benefiting off of your weapon, right? You just like your character's my slave.
both of these would happen at the same time. You're
Wait,
presupposing that
improve.
this would
Wait,
happen before.
prove
Hold
it's
up,
passive.
hold up. Prove it's passive.
Yeah.
Okay, I would do the same as well. Yeah, by the way.
Where?
I'm on scans, right? I'm about to have to look for a hot minute.
You're good, bro. I'm sure I'm on my phone. I'm not in no rush.
As long as scans and all that get sent within like a 15-minute radius, it's not really that big of a deal.
Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. Man, you can take your time, but not like
Usually,
don't be ridiculous with it. But you can take your time, bro.
usually I would say 5, but that's if you guys had prep time, and I'm seeing that you guys don't have scans, so I'll go ahead and like give you guys
Oh,
15.
I got my scans on me. I'm just waiting on him. I'm chilling.
I know, but I was just like saying you guys got 15 just for benefit of the doubt for the first time around.
That sounds good.
Next time around for proof providing it, it's going to be 5 minutes.
I only think it should be 5 minutes if we like mutually agree on that beforehand. I think it's whatever up to the debaters, but I just
Bro,
don't
the fuck is straight?
That usually goes hand in hand with SBA, but
yeah. I don't care. It's fine. I'm just chilling. I'm eating like chicken right now, bro. Like I don't even know. Like
Yo, is that shit busting?
I don't know, bro. White rice, chicken, and a bev. Of course, bro. Look, the reason why I love debating against like Masada characters. The best thing to do against them is argue them out.
Yeah.
Because the problem with the scans, it's not really verbatim. They're all really just up to interpretation of what the scan says. If that's English.
Yo, where is this fucking scanner? Hold up. I'm about to get it real quick. Yo.
Hello? You got it?
I got it.
Oh, is this debate over?
No.
No.
Why would it end that fast? I don't think Justine is bad.
Oh,
2.5. I mean.
oh, we say a K. Okay.
Just chilling, I'm waiting on him. This chicken has difference. Like,
Come on, just wait on him. Let the man be his meat.
Okay.
what? What are you talking about? Oh my god.
I'm gonna put it in scans.
Mhm.
It's more so soul manipulation. I didn't mean existence. I keep on repeating what
I know. It's soul hacks.
Okay, but can you
They're usually
define
like the
passive for me? Hold up. Can you define passive for me?
like always active, unconsciously.
Always active.
Yeah.
So why would I just believe so you're questioning this being passive, right?
Yeah. I just asked you why is it passive?
Why is it passive? So I
Yeah.
believe simply if it's just enough that all who gaze upon it, their souls become right, destroyed, completely just erased. That would just mean
Wait.
what was active if you're
Are you
just
claiming that
gazing upon
anybody? Are you claiming that
active and
anybody who gazes upon like the land just gets like next? Is that what you're trying to say?
it's negged?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying
Do
that
you know
would
like
fall
that
under your
works
definition of passive.
So do you know like why that doesn't work on niggas like Run Fuji or
Oh
anybody
shoot,
who's
yeah.
scared?
Hold up. I meant to send one more
Okay.
scan real quick.
Where are the scans?
Scans. It also says no soul can maintain their sanity in its presence.
Some scans? I'm looking.
Yeah.
The sheer vastness, quality of souls has lands enough to reduce the souls of all who gazed upon it to ashes. No soul could maintain their sanity in its presence. Do you not know why that statement is contradicted or not?
Why is it contradicted?
Okay. How many people do you think sit in his presence all the time?
How many
Like, and
people
I've
do you
seen like
think
that
sit in his
weapon.
presence? How
Mhm.
many people do you think sit in his presence?
Yeah. Craft, the It Would Get, the three generals, Ren Fuji.
Okay. What's your point here?
Right. They've looked at that lance. Their souls aren't gone.
They looked at that lance and their soul's not gone. Can you show
Yeah.
this? Oh, hold
You,
up. I got muted. Or,
can
well,
I show
they
you
locked
Ren Fuji
the
fighting?
channel.
I could hear you. You want me? So you?
I just believe that would just show resistance to it. That's all it would be.
Not necessarily. I don't think anybody who scales to him like that works on them.
That
I
would
think
just
that
be a
works on like
Hadu.
lower level
Nah, it's
people.
just because they're Hadu gods, basically. They just show resistance to it. That's all.
No, Ren Fuji wasn't a Hado god at the time. They fought before, like multiple occasions. You know that,
That's
right?
all that it would be. It's just the resistance to it.
Okay. Does anybody who scales them like affected to that?
What? What'd you say?
Anybody like? Can you show me like anybody who scales to like Reinhard getting passively nagged by soul hacks?
I mean, okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold up.
And you said you have to look at it as well, right?
No, it also then says that nothing in its presence can like maintain their sanity. No, so
Okay, so like insanity manipulation. Okay, nah, I don't care about that. That's not gonna work on my character. I'll explain later. So I just think, cause I feel like I do know the context of that. Yeah, I've read like that little like visual novel a couple times before. I think he's just talking about like just regular niggas like fathers like foot soldiers because they're so weak that they literally just can't like they can't sit there in like his presence. They'll get like violated. Like yeah, I think that's exactly what he's talking about. Like, especially in these panels. Yeah, like like even like the
so
generals were
why do
even like
they hold up? Why do
what's up?
they why do they need to scale to him to not be affected by the soul hacks?
Like you don't get it. Like even the generals who are like even weaker than him, they still.
Hold up.
You're not. Wait, you're not getting me right. Like, they're what he's referring to is just a bunch of like random niggas. Like they can't sit in his presence. Like for example, if a normal human try to sit. Wait, Justin. If a normal human try to sit in Reinhardt's presence and looked at that thing, they'd probably die. Their souls would get ripped out, right? Anybody with any type of like power scaling or any type of like power or like strength or like anybody who exists on the same plane of existence as Reinhardt, they don't get nagged by that. It doesn't work. And it's like described even like one of his generals. They exist on like the same plane as him. They've looked at the
No,
sword many
I'm asking
times.
you to show this with the generals in Renfuji.
You want me to show you want me to show Renfuji fighting that? Okay, that's fine. Okay.
But like right now,
I mean, that's like that was pretty funny, man. The baby niggas all eating chicken. It's too powerful. Oh, whoops. Wrong panel. Wait, what? I'm sure. Pull that up. I'll just pull up like one of the random generals. I don't think I didn't like do anything else. Blah, blah, blah. A word? That's fine. I'll go get a Renfuji scan for my server. The site's down. Oh, friend. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm on phone and I'm lagging. Can y'all hear me? Hello?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Do you know who like the angel of Reinhard's Legion are? Hello? Justine, hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Just
sorry,
muted.
Jester, I'm
Yo, what's the top?
I was away for a sec. Can you repeat your argument?
Yeah,
to me
do
for a sec?
you know like who the Einjar of Reinhard's Legion are?
No. Can you repeat your argument previous to that? Sorry.
I wouldn't go grab a scan. I wasn't arguing
I feel
anything.
like I actually like heard the
The contention? Oh, I got you. Yeah, pretty much. I told you that Reinhard's sword, right, or like that spear, it only works on fodder people who don't exist on like the same plane or don't like scale to him at all, like with regular humans. Like they'll go crazy and insane if they saw it. But it literally blatantly just doesn't work on anybody or any member of Reinhard's Legion because their existence is based on him, meaning they basically scale to him.
Reinhardt's
You know that, right?
legions don't have souls. They're dead.
What?
Reinhardt's, tell me, they're dead.
Mhm.
Really transcend life and
I
dead.
brought up. Wait. I don't think that means they're dead. But I brought up Renfuji as well. Anybody who scales them could fight on that same plane of existence. Also, Renfuji's decapitated them, and they exist on the same plane of existence as Reinhardt. Right, and that same human non-Hado god Renfuji looked at it and didn't go crazy.
So you are aware of Taikyoku and how they, like, someone with less Taikyoku is perceived as a whole plane of, like, I guess, yeah, right?
Is that even the? I don't even think that's like the full power like Reinhardt. Like you're showing me like a Reinhardt who's like I don't even think he's like a Hado god yet. Like that's like his first level of like it would get of like the power that Mercurius made. That's like literally what he's using. You know that, right? Like the layers to his power. I'll just ask you to like what to speed this up, Justin. Like, to what extent is he able to use that power? Is he gone again? Hello? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he dipped again. Um. Anyways, I'll just wait for Justine to come back. Can I send scans? I'm not even on my character yet.
Wait for him to come back. It starts 5 minutes.
I'll give him a good amount of time. If he takes too long, I'll just like. There's no point in continuing. He's probably doing something. So I don't know.
That's why I say, okay. Are you agreeing to the 5, or do you want to give him more than SBA's standard time?
I'll give him a little bit over 5 to be nice, but if it's like unreasonable, I'm just gonna like dip. You know what I'm saying? There's no point.
Yeah.
But everybody has a life outside of this. Like they got stuff to do. Like I'm not gonna hold them to that. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like if he can't debate, he can't debate. Like I don't even say that's like a loss. He probably has something to do. So like we'll just like we'll pick this up some other time, I guess. What time is it? 7:01. Yeah. We got to like 7:06, 7:07. I was just done. I'm not a scumbag like that. Ain't going around like claiming free wins off of that. I don't like that. Doesn't ride right with me. What's up, Zion? Okay. Yeah, I think it's probably gone.
What?
Yeah, he's probably gone.
Yeah. You probably do got something to do.
Yeah, he probably got something to do. As long as anime versus Berserk.
Oh, he's still got to like 406, 407. That's at least what time it is for me. That he's gonna be like.
Yeah, now I'm just dipping. Yeah, but airplanes, Bergen in general.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Hello.
You back, Justin? Yeah, what's happening?
I was out doing something. Hold on.
Yeah, you good, bro?
Okay, sorry. Hold up. I found. Yo. So I just want to ask you this question. So your premise is passive. What again?
Yeah, my character can take control of anything that resembles symbiosis.
Okay, what is symbiosis?
So I'll show you like symbiotic relationships, things like that, things that like mutually benefit each other. So I'll give you the exact definition of like what symbiosis is, and we can go off of that. So symbiosis is an interaction between two like different organisms living in close physical association, typically an advantage to both. But more specifically, and like what my character is capable of doing, anything that even resembles that. For example, like you mutually benefiting yourself off of like your weapon, or you like mutually benefiting yourself off of like an ability. That resembles symbiosis. My
How does that
character can take
resemble
control.
symbiosis? Hold up. How does that resemble symbiosis?
Wait, are you for real? Okay, so you don't think that's a resemblance if you and your sword mutually benefit off each other, like two creatures would mutually benefit off each other? That's a resemblance of symbiosis.
Sword, hold up. You're basically relating these to two separate organisms, right? Of a sword and a being, right? A sentient being.
I said
That
resembles.
wouldn't be what symbiosis is. Symbiosis is
That's
just
not what I'm arguing.
No, it's just close relationships between organisms of
No.
different species.
So you're not understanding what I just argued. First off, Zachary, are you here?
No, I'm like looking at your definition of symbiosis, and I'm saying that's not what it is.
Okay, you didn't hear me. Zach, are you here?
What's up?
I mean,
Okay.
you can
Are you listening to like what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna repeat it again just to make sure, right? I
am listening.
Yeah. So I'm gonna repeat it again for Justine, right? he could control or take over anything that even resembles symbiosis. So, for example, if something resembles symbiosis, right? Anything that remotely resembles it, my character could take control of it. For example, somebody's mutual
Hands
relationship
on this?
between his and his weapon.
Can you send hands on this?
Yeah,
real
I could
quick?
show. Yeah, I could show you him. Yeah. It's
Also,
fine.
no.
We're gonna ask me. Ask me. Got the sands on deck. Let's now hold your peace. So I'll just show you taking over him, taking control of some dude in his sword. Hold up. I am posting him. Niggas are mad loud.
Wait, where'd you post this?
Yeah, in
Scans
scans.
too?
Yeah, they're dropping. They're dropping in scans. Yeah, basically, this guy had a mutual relationship with his sword. No took over him while sealed away unconsciously. Universe is like infinite, like an infinite distance away from him.
Hold on. Okay, let me read this. Okay, no, that's not what I. Okay. Merlin lies to Percy with chores, confers weakness and anger, man, but depressing man, like voices, and vituperation has been Merlin those of impure school and purple past symbiosis, that is the office of my divinity, and that is belongs with me. See, so you said this would be remotely close to anything of symbiosis, right?
That, yeah, it
Where are
resembles
those scans that
symbiosis.
prove resembles symbiosis?
Okay,
But
yeah.
he's controlling a sentient being. I'm saying a sword would not equate to that. Such
Nigga,
as
you know, okay,
Right.
wait, first off, yeah, I feel like you didn't, like, look at the full context of the scans. He took over him and the sword because of the guy's, like, symbiotic connection to the sword. He's a warrior, so he bonded with that sword. So his connection with that sword resembles a mutual benefit, like, of symbiosis. A mutual, like, beneficial. Like, that's what it resembles. So Null took control of him. So like you can literally like look at it in the scan that he starts turning a different color, his suit changes, and the sword starts glowing, and he like loses control. And then if you want me
like
like
this, because he has a mutual bond. Hold up, you're saying it like this because he has a bond with this sword, right? That's the reasoning behind why he's controlling the sword.
Yeah, he resembles symbiosis. The same assertion.
Find symbiosis for me again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Interaction between two different organisms living in close physical association, typically to the advantage of both. But there's three different types of symbiosis, and it covers a wide variety. So anything
Let
that
me just argue this.
so yeah,
Can
my character
this working
can control anything that resembles it.
on close to Noel's level, please, or like
What?
relative to him on his tier? Because from what I'm seeing, this same soldier is extremely. He seems to be afraid of him, showing that he's massively weaker than Noel, right?
Okay, he doesn't.
I just
Yeah,
believe.
he
Yeah,
affects. Yeah, he affects like all of creation. He just scales above like abstract. So I could literally like show him doing that to like celestials and stuff like that. Like niggas who like created like entire multiverses. So I'll show you that.
in the same tier as him.
Yeah, that'd be in the same category as them. He's just that powerful though. That's the problem. Like the character is just super strong.
If he's able to just casually just make him under his control, why would it be safe to assume they're in the same tier?
Okay, because they'd have feats equivalent to his. So I'd make that logical assumption.
Can you please show these?
Yeah, sure. So these celestials can massively affect all of creation and push back like their darknesses. So they basically scale to like the current like eternity, right? Noah's able to take control of them or their bodies because he put symbiotes on them, and so since they had something that resembled symbiosis, he took control of them. So I'll drop those scans. So, And so they have those type of feats and scaling, and Knull still took control of them, even though like Knull's best
all
feat.
these type of feats and scaling.
Yeah, I'm
Because I believe
explaining
just
to
the feat
you.
of him being able to control all of them casually would just prove he's above them. Like,
No,
that
not
in itself is
necessarily.
just a
It just means
contradiction.
no. It's not a contradiction because the Celestials went at war with him for a while, and as a matter of fact, like yeah, and as a matter of
But
fact,
you
yeah, I'm
just said he
explaining.
was able to
Justin,
casually just control them at one point.
Justine,
If they
I'm
let him.
explaining. Yeah, Justine, I'm explaining to you, right? Knull's best feat is like fighting a Silver Surfer and Biola creation, right? These guys have feat equivalent or over that, right? Which is like being able to destroy entire creations or like things that scale to eternity and such things such as that. They like technically have better feats than Knull, but Knull could still control them because the hacks is that powerful. I think like I already proved that. Like via that, like just like off of that. If they have feats equivalent or better than Knull on the same category, they're in the same category as that character. Like I don't know how, like what else to say.
You said this was passive, right?
Yeah, it was passive. He was doing that unconsciously while sealed up in a planet an infinity away.
Active, because we can see him point his sword towards the. Hold up. We can.
So they're just giving you. They're just giving you.
Doesn't mean
Yeah.
time is passing or anything like that.
No, he just you know it passively happens, and I'll explain to you why. He was doing it unconsciously, so like he has like no control over it. And it just like it's always happening because once like anything that resembles that got in the way or got on like Knull's like radar or Knull's like range, right? Or once he was like the seal started like wearing off and like his range started going or the ability started happening, right? Everything just like started getting control. This is why like all the symbiotes are always under Knull's control because Knull passively controls symbiosis or anything that resembles that sort of thing. Meaning the symbiotes clinging to their host are under Knull's control, and Knull doesn't have to activate an ability to single-handedly control those symbiotes. It's not something he has to do; it just happens. And like Justine, if you wanna like fact check me, you could go like I could link you like the King in Black 1 through 5. Happens the first issue right away. Ouch, man. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, is he gone again? Like, did he like miss all that? Like the whole? Wait, Zachary, tell me you got all of that, right?
Yeah, I've listened to everything so far.
No, I bet. We go look at him. We go. My allergies real suck. I gotta keep standing up, and my allergies won't get bad. Just pop. Give me some more water though. Man, he tried using my own like semantical tactic against me, bro. I don't know how I feel about that. No, I really don't know how I feel about that. Like he asked me my own question. He really says something that works on people in the same power. Am I starting a movement, bro?
Sorry, I'm back. My bad. My bad.
What's up?
Sorry, I had to go do something real quick.
You good, bro?
Minutes is there. He's
So,
back.
can you show him using his hacks on the Celestials?
Yeah, he's using them in that panel. Same panel. They have like symbiotes on them. He's controlling them. Hello, Justin.
He probably like mad busy this moment.
He's on again. I bet. He's vibing. Kodiak, I didn't kill him off the Celestials. I just said that they have feats comparable to Knull, so he can use that hacks on people in the same category as him. Wow, Kodiak really told me to shut up, bro. I'll tell you, bro, that's crazy. Bro, I might actually just delete Discord after that. He's a spurg, bro. He's a spurg. Yo, why is Coconut talking to my man like Kodiak won't pack him? He's brawling.
Jester, bro.
What happened?
Look in general real quick.
Hook my man up the man Jester with the 250. Me over Jester, and he knows it. Yeah, he's spitting.
Yeah.
No, look. I'm gonna be serious, bro. We could be having a debate, but he's left like 3-4 times already, so like that's not even my fault. Like that nigga just like left. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bro, it's only
if
been
you
like
don't come
10
back,
minutes.
bro, if you don't come back in like 2 minutes, or like if he leaves again, I might just like stop a little bit.
Like, it's been like 10 minutes, and this dude been like at least 3 times, bro.
Yeah, like I don't know, bro.
Jalen good than Jester, and
Like
that's your facts.
at least like yeah, while this nigga's gone, can y'all at least talk so I'm like not bored in this VC? Can y'all niggas like stop bugging?
Yo, Jester, is it Jalen?
You know who? My man got banished to the shadow zone,
Oh,
bro.
no one
You
can
know
even
who?
hear him.
He died, man. I don't know what,
Hey,
man.
bro said that he was beating his.
What? Who is that nigga
Yeah.
covered in Gucci? Hey, yo. He's wildin'. Nah, these niggas are out of pocket, man.
Bro
Jester's, bro.
beating his tongue.
Yo, my man Justine got 3 minutes, bro. Real talk.
Nah, he said it's gonna be the last time.
He got 3 minutes, bro.
He's
Yeah,
also like.
it should have already been a 3-strike fallacy on that, but it's like not fallacy, 3-strike limit on that.
I'm being nice, but I'm being nice. I want to give him time, but like this nigga's like once I hit 720, bro, I'm out of here. I'm not.
Okay, my bad.
You back? Okay.
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna need you to re-explain why it's passive again. I didn't hear that part before I left.
Yeah, he unconsciously does it, right? And it's
He
always
unconsciously
on.
does it.
Yeah, it's
Why does
always
that mean
on.
that
It's always yeah. It's just always an ongoing ability. Like he doesn't have to activate it.
It's always an ongoing ability.
Yeah, the symbiotes, the celestials he's killed, they're
Wait.
always under his
Why does that
control.
mean it's always an ongoing ability? Why?
Because he doesn't have to activate it. It's just
Because he
it's going.
doesn't have to act.
Yeah.
Well, you can show him in this like unconsciousness that he's
What are you
doing
talking about?
when you're talking to him, right? Why does being unconscious mean that it's always ongoing?
I'm not saying he's unconscious. I said like without like him having to do anything or activate anything, it is unconsciously working. Like for example, like if I sit in this chair, right, and let's just say I can passively like
okay,
explode
can you prove
stuff
that
on a
it's always
10-mile radius.
unconsciously happening? I get what you're saying now.
Yeah. The symbiotes are always under his control. Everybody,
They're always under his control, but he has to somehow get these symbiotes to work on them, right?
No, not necessarily.
Not necessarily. He has to activate the symbiote somehow with this
No, he
ability.
doesn't have to activate the symbiotes because the symbiotes were already passively under his control.
Can you show the way that he gets these symbiotes, like for example on the Celestials?
They're passively under his control, and they jump on the Celestials.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking. It's not as if he's always gonna just be on Reinhard. He's gonna have to, like.
He's gonna have to what?
Sorry, hold on. My bad. I cut out.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm asking is why would it always just be passively on Reinhard for in this specific instance?
Yeah, because he has a mutual he has something that resembles symbiosis, like the nigga in his sword, that
That
nigga in his
within
lance.
itself would basically be an activation and symbiosis. But like, why would
That's not
Reinhardt
in
even have a symbiosis with his lance, or even any weapon that he
because
even has?
it resembles it.
It resembles it.
Yes,
Why does it resemble it? Why do they have mutual benefit, or why do
because
they have a close relationship?
he's mutually benefiting off his sword. His sword helps him kill niggas
You said
because it
it's a
has
mutual
soul.
benefit between the both of them, right? Why is it a
Yes.
mutual benefit for this sword or the lance that he can use?
Are they not mutually benefiting off each other?
Are they not mutually I'm saying, why would they be mutually benefiting off
Yeah,
each
and
other?
I'll explain again. The lance allows Reinhardt to kill people, right, and enforce his laws. So they both benefit.
Oh, how does the lance benefit? You're not explaining that. You're just saying it would be.
No,
And it's just
Reinhardt just
slide.
benefits off the lance. That's
Why is
symbiosis.
the lance? But you said it would be a mutual benefit. Why is the lance benefit?
Wait. How many types of symbiosis do you think exist?
I don't think that matters because you're not answering my question.
I did
Why is the lance having a mutual benefit?
because oh my god.
Specifically looking at the lance, because you said
Okay.
symbiosis would just be a mutual benefit.
So
Right?
okay, not necessarily. I said in broad. I even said beforehand in the debate.
Now
I
you're
even
just
said
backtracking
no.
and changing what you said.
I'm not backtracking. Like you could even ask Zachary. I literally said that symbiosis has
Did
many
he
types
not
of it.
earlier say that
No,
a symbiosis would just be a mutual benefit between
I didn't. I said that's
like
one type of it.
two sentient
No,
beings or a sword and a lance?
Justin. I said that's one type of it, right? But it has multiple types. Symbiosis is a broad category, and there's specific types of symbiosis. I explained that beforehand, and I think you left. You didn't hear me. That's probably
Went
why.
into
And I
like a
kept talking.
close, like I went into specifics and I was asking what you mean by symbiosis, and then you went on to say
Yeah,
a
and
mutual benefit between two things, right? Or anything
yeah,
that
and
resembles it, such as a
okay,
sword
yeah,
and
and
a
I
beam.
gave you
You went
the,
on
and
to
I
say
gave you, yeah, and I
because
gave
he
you
has
the
a mutual
definite.
bond where they
So
benefit off each other.
Justin,
That was
yeah,
what your
Justin.
argument was, Jester. Hold up,
Okay,
you didn't
Justin.
let me finish.
I know, but the thing is, you're not understanding, right? I went over and I'll ask the judge right after this. 'Cause I'm positive he heard me. I went over what the definition of symbiosis was, and I specifically explained how there's multiple types of symbiosis and how it works. And I can even prove to you how he controls those different types of symbiosis and the verse. It just makes perfect sense. Hey, do you want me to give you the different types of symbiosis?
My bad. Can you repeat that?
Oh my god, bro. Okay. There were multiple types of symbiosis. When I gave the definition beforehand while we were arguing, I don't know if you left or not, but I specifically told you or talked about how symbiosis is a broad category and there's multiple types of it. And I'll get into that later. I'm positive everybody else
When we
heard me.
went into the specifics of Knull symbiosis, you said he can put anything that has a mutual benefit off each other, such as the sword and the human being in which you sent.
I
Right?
said so,
Hold up,
Justine. So
hold
wait,
up,
Justine,
Jester,
I'm gonna give you so you could
Jester,
actually
you didn't let
yeah, I
me
know.
finish my sentence.
Oh my
Jester,
god, okay,
I
go
know.
ahead.
So let me finish.
Go ahead,
I'm
go
saying we went into specifics on Knull symbiosis because
ahead.
we would have to figure out what type of symbiosis abides by, and you already presented that when we went into specifics, right? Basically, what
No, yeah,
is
when we
something
went
that would
into
resemble symbiosis or a close physical interaction, and that would be in this case the sword and this human being in which you showed as an example when I was questioning it earlier.
So
I'm saying it would just be a mutual bond and benefit. So what you're saying, it would just be a contradiction to what you were saying earlier.
that's not a contradiction. No, it's not. I'm not backtracking at all, and I'm trying to explain to you why. But I'm gonna explain it one more time, and I'm literally gonna ask Zachary because I'm positive he heard me, and that you just don't understand because you left. I'm gonna say it again. Symbiosis, right, is a broad category for multiple types of beneficiaries between pairs or hosts, right? It doesn't just have to be mutual, right, between one. It could just one benefits off the other and one just nothing happens, right? So the problem here is that earlier when I did go into specifics about it, I don't know if you just didn't hear me and you left, which is probably what happened, right? I specified that symbiosis is a broad category and there's multiple types, and I'll get into that later. I literally said that. So I feel like you didn't hear me. So I'm just gonna ask Zach.
I did no, I did
Zachary.
hear you. I did hear you. You repeated that like 3 times, but you're not getting what I'm saying. First, one thing I'm questioning is the problem. I mean is you said in specific that you explicitly stated that it's a mutual benefit, right? When I was asking symbiosis, I already knew previously that symbiosis is just a grand general thing, a grand general concept, right?
Wait. Are you guys
Also,
debating at
why
all?
wouldn't this just make the sword a living organism? Why is that not a fine assumption if a symbiosis is also just a close relationship between organisms of different species and physical interactions and so on? So, why wouldn't that just make the sword a living organism?
Wait. Well, so you're assuming that the sword is a living organism without
I'm
like
saying, going off
so,
the definition
yeah.
or the denotation of what a symbiosis
Okay.
is, that's a fine
So
conclusion.
yeah, it's not a fine conclusion because if we go into the context of the negative sword, that sword is not alive. We just took control of it, right? Second off, right, I like to like address that. I did say, and I'll clarify again, that he could just control symbiosis or anything that resembles symbiosis in general. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Bro, what's going on? What is happening, bro? Hello?
You here?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so Jester,
Yeah.
can you, so, basically, so if this thing is passive that anything gazes off of it, that doesn't inherently mean that Reinhard benefits off of the lens. Why can't he just hurt people that he doesn't want to with it? Like, if it's just you have to gaze upon it. I'm sure that he can kill someone that he doesn't want to, or hurt someone, harm someone that he doesn't want to with this ability, with his lens.
So,
There's
quick
not just an
question.
inherent benefit that he has with it. In fact,
Quick
it would just be the
question,
complete opposite.
Justin, quick question. So, you're not arguing what you argued before? Are you moving on?
No, what?
Because you like brought up an entirely different point of contention without like refuting what I just brought up.
Entirely different point of contention.
So I'm assuming you're moving on to a different point. Okay. What's up? No.
What was your refutation against the living organism thing? I'm not sure. I don't think you said one.
Let me move out the way. I hate repeating myself, bro. Hold on. I'm just gonna ask Zachary. Zachary, did you hear me?
On which point?
The last refutation I just gave to what he said. Because I
Yeah.
don't want to repeat. Yeah. So I did refute the last thing that he just said. Because I want to like repeat myself like for like the third
Wait,
time.
can you guys hear me? Hold on.
Okay.
I can't hear shit.
It's getting like it's getting annoyingly repetitive. I don't want to keep saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's my bad, because my volume's really bad right now.
So
If you did say something, Jester, like my volume's really bad right now, that's on me.
I don't want to repeat it. It's getting annoying.
But I want a chance to
phone is
address it
dying.
if you did have a valid refutation. And even then, that doesn't inherently mean it is the correct refutation. So, like, can I get a chance to address it, please?
Yeah, sorry. So, I'm on 5% anyway. Yeah. Basically, Zachary, can you hear us now? Zachary, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm just gonna bring it up one more time. The rest of you are just gonna keep giving like the same disagreement. We could just go to a conclusion on it. Because I'm positive like the judgment will be informed. I'm just gonna bring up again, right? What I just said. Knull controls anything that resembles symbiosis in general, right? And I brought up a couple different examples, right? Knull can control anything in symbiosis, and I did explicitly define how symbiosis is a broad category, and there's a bunch of different things, right? So when I bring that up and actually like give like a refutation to your point, you trying to move on like a Reinhardt doesn't benefit off of it is like a completely new thing.
It's not a completely different point. I'll explain the correlation. Correlation is you're saying any type of symbiosis, right? Which would just be like a close relationship or interaction with. Right?
Now, you want me to name off the types of symbiosis?
It could be an emotional like attachment of benefit, right? Or bond between them, which you already explicitly state. Hold up, Jester.
You want me? Wait, I want to give you. You're going off the incorrect definition. You're going off the incorrect definitions.
I'm going off that. Why is your definition correct and mine incorrect?
Because I'm about to tell you the 5 types of symbiosis.
I'm about to tell you the 5 types of symbiosis, but I'm giving the broad definition for symbiosis, so that doesn't
you brought up emotional.
Yours above mine. No, I'm saying that doesn't prove anything. That's irrelevant.
Okay, I'm giving you like the literal dictionary definition of like 5 types of symbiosis.
Okay, the definition I'm giving is a dictionary definition. What's the difference? Be multiple definitions.
So
which we can label.
so what are the 5 types of symbiosis, Justin? Offer your
What are the
definition.
5 types of symbiosis? I already told you that's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Like that's actually like crazy. That's
But, like,
actually insane.
What? I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if we're gonna be semantical here. I'm just saying.
I'm not
We're
being.
both giving a
I'm not being
denotation, apparently.
I'm not, I don't think I'm giving a denotation. I'm giving like the literal word for word like definition of what I'm using. And you're saying you're operating off like your own dictionary definition when there's just the same thing. It's like what falls under symbiosis? The 5 types of symbiosis. There's no different definition to what they are. That's kind of like Ed.
That's a word for word definition. Like,
What
what's
word
the
for
difference
word?
between mine and yours?
What
That
word
makes
for what
yours
word
more
for
valid.
word definition did you give?
Word for word definition. What do you mean?
Okay, what word for word definition did you give?
What you?
Hello?
I didn't hear. I didn't hear
Okay.
a single thing you just
I
said.
asked you what word for word definition did you give?
I said symbioses are close relationships between.
Hello? You just cut out again.
Okay. Symbioses are close relationships between partners, each of which may receive benefits from this arbitrary partner.
Okay. So here's the problem, man. When I go into saying that I'm about to explain what the 5 different types of symbiosis are and why they apply on multiple different situations, and you told me that's irrelevant when actually knowing what I'm going to define, that's just insane.
Okay, but why does your scan abide by your definition? Marvel
Okay.
Marvel itself can have a different definition. That's also one thing.
So I'm okay. I'm not so Justin. I don't think you're understanding. I'm not giving you a different definition. The definition of symbiosis stands the same. The dictionary when I
It
gave.
does not stand the same if there's multiple definitions. It's all up into interpretation.
Justin.
And I'm asking you the question: why does Marvel abide by your definition?
Justin. I'm literally gonna lose like a
Definition does
brain
not
cell.
stand the same.
Okay, Justin. I'm gonna lose a brain, bro. And I'm gonna say it one more time, please. Like, don't cut me off. I'm not giving you a different definition. I'm about to give you the types of symbiosis or the types of things that fall under the symbiosis category. There are 5 types. I'm not giving you a different definition of symbiosis. And if you're asking me to prove that Marvel,
what was the whole point behind you saying my definition is wrong? If that's what I've been
never said
the
that.
entire time, you did
I
say
never
that. You
said
explicitly said that.
What? Zachary. When did I say his definition was wrong?
What? Yes, you did.
Please,
We have
somebody
a recording.
quote me. When did I say his definition? Yeah, go pull the recording.
Right?
Yeah, go pull the recording.
We have a recording.
Yeah,
You did say that.
go pull the recording. I never said that. Go pull the
But
recording.
yeah, it's a little fuzzy. I remember there might be something along those lines, but I'd rather see it off recording than just saying so.
I'd rather see it off
then
recording.
if you like watch over the recording or something, you can see that he did say that.
I don't think I said that at all. Just go pull the
Okay,
recording.
but you can go into these 5 types.
Alright, yeah, I'm recording right now. I don't know if y'all want me to stop the recording and then like just show you the audio or whatever the case is.
Stop the recording, show us the audio, and then you can edit the rest of it together when you restart it for the rest of the debate.
Alright, so should I just stop right now and send it to y'all?
Yeah, send it to me, Jester, and Justine and DM so that we can all listen through it.
Alright, should I just like, cause I don't wanna, cause I don't think I can send the whole.
Or do you want to drop it in general so that the rest of the VC can get their social consensus as well?
Yeah. How far back was it? Like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah,
play it for the last 15. Play it back for the last 15 minutes.
Alright. This is gonna take a minute though. I don't know if y'all have the time and patience for that.
I just don't care.